Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sports Rate for your Week 4 NFL preview / predictions. As always, I'm Cole Thompson here to cover everything you need to know about Week 4. And today I am joined by Jizzle on my tizzle, also known as JT. JT, how you doing today, man?
Good. I'm doing. How you doing, Cole?
I'm doing great. This NFL season is going a little too fast, though. It just keeps rolling on. But Let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. And I know we talked a little before the show about tonight's game. And we talked about the bets. If you saw my TikTok, I am betting on the Dolphins tonight. I think that the Dolphins are the pick. I think that the Dolphins are such a good value pick. I got them at plus 170. But I know that a lot of people are riding the Bengals minus 3.5 or Bengals money line. I'm picking the Dolphins tonight. JT, what about you?
I like the Dolphins money line. I like Joe Burrow plus 1.5 touchdowns. I think this could be a shootout tonight. But they're both very good teams. I think people are kind of discounting the Bengals just because they had a slow start this season. But I do think it's gonna be the Dolphins are gonna take it in the end. I think the Burrow will have a shot. I don't think he'll miss the playoffs.
No, I don't think.
But yeah, I'm in agreement. I like the Dolphins for tonight.
Yeah, outside the Dolphins, my part, like something that's really interesting to me is we heard Tyreek Hill say Eli Apple, I own you, and I expect him to put his money where his mouth is tonight. I have him not only scoring a touchdown, 7+ receptions, and going over 79 yards. I think it's going to be a Tyreek Hill masterclass performance tonight, especially late in the game. Give me the Dolphins and give me Tyreek Hill to have a great game. Heading into our London game, first game in London of the year. Saints and the Vikings. What do you got in that matchup?
Saints Vikings. I'm gonna take the Vikings here. I think the Vikings. They also had a bit of a slow start. They had a bad loss to the Eagles. I really do think they're a good team, though. I think they will take it over the Saints. I just have Vikings money line here. I'm not going to go too crazy on the statistics. I think JJ is going to have a good game. But I'm gonna say I don't sports bet for this reason because any given Sunday is a real thing. This is not a game I would bet on, but if I were, I would take Vikings money line.
No, I tend to agree. I'm also rolling with the Vikings from a analytic standpoint, from a betting standpoint. I'm staying away from this game. I don't think the lines are very favorable for either team. Obviously, I think Jay Jett is the only prop you really can look at because I think he's due to have a big game. I think he is due to have a big game. My only thing is we see how London can affect certain players. Some players thrive in London. Some players fall in London. So I'm interested to see how Jay Jetta does and the Vikings and the Saints game goes.
So I know that better than anyone. My Giants suck in London.
Next up, we have the Browns traveling to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. JT?
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take the Falcons here. I think they have a pretty good line. I'm gonna take the Falcons until the fourth quarter, where they're gonna blow a 20-point lead to the Browns. This is just what they do. If I could bet for the first 3 quarters, give me the Falcons. But the 20-3 means are a little bit stale, but they keep choking. Like, this is what they do, man.
They did it earlier this year against the Saints in week 1. And for that reason, I'm also rolling with the Browns. I've been sleeping on the Browns a little bit. And I said after they lost to the Jets, I wouldn't pick them again. But I can't. I can't confidently pick the Falcons to win this game. So I'm going to stick with the Browns. But that's another one I wouldn't bet on. That's another one. Save your money. Do not put your money on that game. In our next matchup, we have the Bills trying to take a bounce-back win as they travel to the Ravens. JT, who do you have in this game?
I got the Bills. I looked at the over-under for this game. Over-under is 51.5. I like the over. These are 2 high-powered offenses. I like the Bills. This is going to be a tough match. This is a tough game to bet on because you're 2 very good teams with 2 very good quarterbacks there with 2 very high-powered offenses. So I mean, if I were to bet, I would take the over on the 51.5 just because that's probably the easiest bet here because they're 2 high-powered offenses. What do you think?
No, absolutely, I agree. That over 51.5. I mean, I don't like over-unders in the NFL. I like them more for college, but in the NFL, I think if you're going to take an over, this is the one. It's not a primetime game. Primetime games, I tend to lead under. 1 o'clock game, 2 high-powering offenses, both Bills trying to look to bounce back. But I actually have the Ravens sneaking one out here. I think that Lamar Jackson is the best, is the MVP right now, even over Jalen Hurts, and that hurts me to say, but I think they're 1A, 1B, honestly. But I just think the Ravens, man, they're building something special there. They are building something special, and I do think that they are going to take it over the Bills on Sunday.
You're not wrong. They are. I think they are building something special. I think Lamar has a great chance for MVP. I just think that when I looked at this game, I see like it's like the screen's flashing back at me like Josh Allen's due for a big game. I think that happens when they go. I think that happens in this game. They are due for a big game. This is a high-powered offense. They're going to get back on track, and they're going to be one of the best teams in the AFC.
Okay, fair enough. So next matchup is a matchup I'm sure we're both thrilled to talk about. The Commanders travel to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
Oh, the Commies.
Probably our 2 favorite teams in the entire planet. No, I'm kidding. I absolutely hate both of them. But we have to pick one. Who do you have in this game?
Okay, so there were rumors that Dak might actually return to stop Cooper Rush from taking his job. So I have the Cowboys either way. There's nothing here. That the pass rush. If you want to bet, take Cowboys plus 4 sacks. It's a little risky, but that's a great defensive line going against a terrible Commies offensive line. That's a great bet.
Yeah, no, I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to take the Cowboys as well. I think no matter who's under quarterback, somehow I think if Cooper Rush starts, he's going to end up undefeated at 4-0 in his career, which is mind-boggling to me. But somehow this guy finds a way to win games, whether it's a Monday night in New York or a Sunday night in Minnesota or home against the defending AFC champions. This guy wins games. So I'm going to pick the Cowboys again.
The Giants defensive coordinator, Wink Martindale, actually said he had pretty high praises of him after the game on Monday. He was saying, like, Cooper Rush is a starting quarterback in this league. He's a great decision maker. Yeah, because they looked at, like, tape on him in college, and, like, this dude's been very consistent. He's a starting quarterback in this league. His decision making is great. His timing is phenomenal. His arm strength is pretty good for a backup quarterback. I hope this guy gets a contract somewhere. Hopefully not in Dallas. Or actually no, I want chaos. I want Dallas to cut Dak and let Cooper Rush take the reins.
Maybe he comes to New York.
That would be interesting. Interesting. I heard the Giants maybe going after Lamar Jackson this offseason.
No, absolutely.
Wouldn't that
not.
be something?
I won't allow it.
Yeah, you won't let it happen.
I won't let it happen. I'll stop it. I'll find a way.
All right. Let's talk about Lions Seahawks.
Yeah, this is a game I actually really liked, betting wise, because the Lions were minus 4.5. They were undefeated against the spread. They were like 15-2 against the spread last year, and they lost almost every game. They are the best team to bet when it comes to the spread, and you're only giving them 4 points against this Seahawks team. Give me the Lions, not only to win, but to cover. I would take this line if it was 6.5. I think the Lions win by over a touchdown.
This is such a gritty team. I think like, where do you have the Lions in your power rankings?
Like,
give me a range. You don't got to give me
because they're 1-2, and we're not talking about like. When it comes to betting, I love the Lions because I love taking the Lions spread. They are the masters at it. But it's hard to – I have them at like 17, 18. I have them like 17, 18, maybe even in the 20s. So I don't know. It's tough.
That's a pretty good place for them.
Yeah.
No, just because like they're so gritty. Like they're when you play so I wrestled in high school, and my wrestling team was not very good, and my coach knew it, and one of the reasons because we didn't have a lot of people on our team, and when we would go against a team that we knew we were going to lose against, this is my coach would say this to us, in World War II. When Japan knew that they were gonna lose the war to the U.S., they planned. They were gearing up for a total full-scale invasion because they didn't know about the nukes. No one knew about the nukes. But basically, their mantra is, "We're gonna let them know that they fought a fucking battle.
Yeah.
That like we may lose, but we're gonna get some knocks in on them.
No.
Like when they walk out of there, they're gonna know that they fought a battle. That's exactly how I feel about the Lions. Like every single game.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that's why they're so good against the spread.
Yeah.
You can't count this team out ever.
No, absolutely. You're absolutely right. They are a hard fighting team. Moving on though to the Colts and the Titans. Two teams that have been a little disappointing. Both of them got on the right track though last week. Who do you have in this game?
I like the Titans. I don't like the way the Colts have been playing. I think Matt Ryan is kind of washed. I think they got lucky with the Chiefs. I think if the running back doesn't fumble the ball there, the Chiefs take a easy win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Colts. I think the Titans are horrendous. I don't think they're good at all. So I'm going to take the Colts. I think the Colts are a little bit better. I was very high on the Colts, and I was disappointed up until last week. And even though I did bet against them, I was still disappointed. But I'm impressed with the way they played, and they came out there, they fought. I think the Colts kind of get get back on, are officially back on track after taking this game this week. So give me the Colts.
Who's that? Who are the stars on that defensive line other than DeForest Buckner?
Darius Slayton's a middle linebacker.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank right now.
Yeah, me too. Because I'm thinking that if anything, Henry may actually be due for a big game. Has he had a big game so far this season?
No, but I also was pretty low on Henry compared to most people before the season. I didn't think he was having that great of a year. I just thought his play style in a weak offense now, especially losing Taylor Lewan for the season.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's due for a big game, and these division matchups are always tough matchups. I'm keeping the Titans. I think they just barely squeak it out here.
Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. So next up, we have the Bears and the Giants. JT, do I even need to ask you? Give me the reason why you're picking.
Yeah. So I think actually this I actually have this marked down as a good game. I think this is pretty evenly matched. Even though the Bears are like a bottom 5, bottom 10 team, they have a pretty good pass rush, and so for that reason, I have this pretty evenly matched. I think the Giants. I'm not taking any bets here because this is going to be a close game. Because the Giants, we'll see how that Giants offensive line plays. If they play like they did last week, the Bears may actually win this. But I do have the Giants just barely squeaking out of here. And if you do want to take a bet, Saquon plus 100 yards, all-purpose yards. That's been a pretty good bet. That's been a pretty good bet all season.
Well, you're gonna hate me for this, but listen. For some reason, after week 1. I have picked them every single week, and I'm going to continue that. And shout out to my dad and brother who are diehard Bears fans. I love Cody Parkey, by the way. I just want to mention that the Bears, once again, are my underdog pick of the week, and I would hammer their money line. I don't know what it is, but I got this feeling that the Bears are going to come out there and they're going to shock the world. So I'm taking the Bears. And
I don't like it. Justin Fields against that top 10 Giants defense.
I don't know, dude. I mean, Daniel Jones against his pass rush, man. It's gonna be a low-scoring game. Hit the under. That's what you should do. That's the bet of the week. Hit the under.
Hit the under. I mean, for me, yeah. Vegas has Giants winning here. I actually didn't look at the money line for this one because I wouldn't bet on this game because I know it's gonna be close. But I'm sticking with my pick with the Giants.
Fair enough. I don't blame you. Like, it's my underdog pick, so that is definitely
right. All right, yeah. There's another interesting matchup this week. I want to talk about Jets Steelers. This is an interesting one because the Jets have been a little hot this season.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I'm personally, I have Jets.
I'm gonna roll with the Steelers. I think that they need this one bad. And I think Zach Wilson's going to come back, and I think he's going to be a little sluggish in his return. So I'm going to say that the Steelers sneak one out this week.
I don't like the Steelers. I hope they go 0-17 every season. I hate their fans. They're toxic. They're like Cowboys fans light. That's what the Steelers are to me. So I hope they lose. I'm not a Jets fan, but let's go New York. I'm a Jets fan this week.
Fair enough. Well,
I hope they bury him into the ground and they have to start Kenny Pickett.
Well, let's talk about the next game. You know what game we're talking about? Doug Peterson's return to Philadelphia. Eagles, Jaguars. JT, I'll let you go first.
I mean, this is a pretty easy one. Eagles are one of the best teams in the league. Eagles money line. Jalen Hurts plus 300 yards. Easy.
Listen,
what do you think?
What do I think? I think you're playing the best team in football with the league MVP. Who's the guy who's going to win league MVP? You know, I always say, never fade the birds. Eagles, baby. Once.
Never fade the birds. Okay, the Eagles are a fantastic team this year. I don't know. Never fade the birds. I'll be fading the birds a couple times this year. Lagging. I think I'm back. I'll just wait for them to come back.
Give me the birds. And you know what?
Okay.
You can take that -6.5 and you can shove it up your ass, Vegas, because we're gonna beat them by 14 plus.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good. That's a pretty good prediction. I actually am gonna agree with that. I want to talk about this Chiefs-Bucks game. What do you
Sunday
think?
Night Football. We'll save that one. Save that one for the end. We'll do the Sunday night game last. JT, you there? JT is having technical difficulties.
Yep. We're good.
All right.
Let's go. Chiefs.
Right.
What you got?
Chiefs, Bucks. I'm gonna roll with the. Give me the Bucks. Give me the Bucks. Honestly, give me the Bucks. I think that defense is really, really scary. And I think we've seen this out of the Chiefs actually the last 2 years. They kind of not struggled in the beginning. This week 3 to 6 to week 3 to 7. You know, the Pat Mahomes injury 2 years ago. Last year they were a little sluggish then, and then they kind of picked it up towards the end of the season. I think we see a similar season out of them this year. I think they're going to have a little bit of an up and down early part of the season. I think this is one of their downs. They're going to drop this game to the Bucks in Tampa Bay, and the Bucks are the underdogs. What? I would stay away because I am not too confident in them. But you know what? Give me the Bucks. How about you, JT?
Okay, so we got two narratives here. I love this has been like a really, really good when a team has a hard loss, usually the next week they usually have a pretty good chance of winning. That's like just that concept has worked really well for me for calling games in ever since I started watching the NFL. We see it all the time, and it also works the other way around. Teams that have really good wins usually don't do well in the next week. The Eagles won the Super Bowl. The Vikings the week after the Minnesota Miracle.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Chiefs just had a really, really hard loss last week. So I think that they're going into Tampa Bay with a chip on their shoulder, and I think they have a really good chance to win this game because of that. Not because of that, but it's that narrative has been pretty consistent with me in the past. But we also have a veteran like the GOAT, Tom Brady. At home against the team beating the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really hard one for me. I'm definitely not touching this with the bets, but I think you got to go Bucks because that defense is really, really solid.
All right, fair enough. All right, next game is going to be the Chargers at the Texans. JT, I'll let you take over here to start. Who do you have?
Okay, so Justin Herbert is still listed as limited, which means they're probably going to trot out an injured quarterback for this game. However, they're going against the Texans, so this should be a pretty easy pickup for them to take this one. I think Chargers money line is pretty. If you want to bet on this, I think Chargers money line, slam that. That's a pretty good bet for this week.
Fair enough. I'm also going to take the Chargers just because they're playing the Texans, and the Chargers were one of my teams that makes the Super Bowl this year. So I'm going to stick by that, and I'm going to roll with the Bolts.
Okay, all right.
So the next game we'll head into is the Cardinals at the Panthers.
That's what I was just going to say. So the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 beta is over. I love Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray's chances here. I think he's going to have a really good game. He's studying his playbook this week. Because he's waiting for Modern Warfare 2 to come out. Give me the Cardinals. Give me Cardinals. They're starting 1-2. I think they'll be 500 after this week.
Fair enough. I'm also going to roll with the Cardinals. Cardinals are actually one of my locks of the week because they're plus money against the Panthers, against Baker Mayfield. What is going on? Give me the Cardinals and slam that plus 102 and make yourself some extra money. Go Cards.
Yeah, that's just a free donation from Vegas at this point.
Oh, for real.
No, because Vegas didn't know that the COD beta was ending.
Oh,
so
true.
Yeah. So
Right.
So they still think Kyler Murray is like sitting on that playing video
too.
games. Okay, so let's see. Did we go over all the big games this week?
Yeah, we're going through all of them. We have about 3 more. I think we just have Green Bay. We have this game, Patriots at the Packers, Broncos at Raiders. Then we have the Monday night game. So we'll go.
All right.
Patriots at Packers. JT, what are your thoughts?
Bill Belichick is going to get blown out by the Packers. He's a bum without Tom Brady. Tom Brady made him. He's literally a skill issue. I think this is a pretty easy pick here.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I'm going to take the Packers as well. I'm tempted to take that 10.5. I'm really tempted to take that 10.5. It really tempts me to take that plus 10.5 that they have.
I mean, I just don't see them. Maybe they'll cover the spread. That is a big difference. Like, that's a huge spread to cover. I think they will cover.
Oh, JT like that. But Packers, he was saying he thinks he will cover. It's just a tough spread in the NFL. So I'm going to take the Packers in this one. Broncos travel to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. Give me the Broncos, honestly. You know what? Let me talk about it. I'm not a huge fan of Nathaniel Hackett or the Broncos, but what I've seen is that they find a way to win games through that defense. JT is back. JT, well, I was just talking about that Broncos-Raiders game.
Yeah, so I think the Raiders win here. I think Russell. They're letting Russell Wilson cook. I love that picture of the hot dog in the cereal. Let Russ cook. Russ is gonna cook up some like a tortilla with some sriracha and some M&Ms. They let Russ cook. I think Russ is slightly washed. I think the Raiders are due for a win here, so yeah, I like the Raiders here.
No, absolutely. I'm gonna take the Broncos though. I said I was gonna take the Broncos.
Okay.
Final game of the week, Monday Night Football. Rams at the 49ers. Rams are plus money again. JT, who do you have?
So the Rams have not impressed me this year. They look slightly washed, a little Super Bowl hangover, if you will. They're plus money, you said?
Yes, absolutely.
That's a pretty good bet. I don't like them to win, but I think maybe they cover the spread.
Yeah, I actually have the Rams to win this game. I think that
really?
I don't trust Jimmy G, man. And I really like the 49ers heading into the season. If Trey Lance was playing, I'd probably pick the Niners.
Jimmy
Garoppolo sucks.
He's terrible.
He's horrible.
Yeah.
He's so bad. How do you don't run out of the end zone?
Yeah. Dale Orlovsky.
You're a quarterback in the football league.
Yeah. No, that was bad. That was really, really bad. Yeah, actually, you know what? You changed my mind. I'll go Rams with you. That's if Rams are plus money, then Jimmy Garoppolo is under center.
Good man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
All
So
right.
that's the week 4 slate.
That is the wrap up with all your predictions and best bets for the week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you follow JT on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Same with me. You know, you've heard it, the whole mumbo jumbo before. I'm not going to
Run up the TikTok. Run up the Kata Media TikTok.
Yeah, run up the Kata Media TikTok. We're getting ready. We're going to be posting a lot more. We've been getting a little bit better at this. You know, we just rolled this out about a month ago. I know this was JT's he's just getting into the content creation field. Me and Kata have been in it for a little bit, you know. But I mean, I've been hammering out. I've been focusing more on podcasts. I've been doing a lot of shows and stuff. Kata's been doing a lot of everything. He's been just doing everything. I mean,
Kyle's working his ass off with this stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, his name is on the company, so he has a little bit more to lose than us. But either way, shout out Kata for all the work he's done. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.
All right.